Oh. Oh.
You.
We are going off script today, everybody. Welcome back to the Problematic Podcast. I'm your problematic co-host, Rita, with my favorite, absolutely wonderful
And also problematic
co-host, Whitney. How are you, Whitney?
How you doing today, bud?
I'm falling apart over here, girl. It's about to get better.
I have glue. Will
You-
help stitch you back up.
Thank you. I am in no way. I'm gonna do a lot of complaining today, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope that you guys are here with me. But I'll get to that in a second. I'm going to torture myself like I do every week and ask Whitney, what you been listening to?
Gabby's Dollhouse
Girl, you got to
Gabby's
get out
Dollhouse
more.
playlist. I was supposed to be preparing myself because we're doing the Lion King soon, and
Oh,
Whitney, you need to be listening to the tunes. This is
you
my
do.
second time seeing it.
I love it.
I'm excited, and your brother has decided that hasn't decided. He's decided that he's going to come along with this one.
He should.
He always picks the best ones.
He should.
He picks the best ones. He's got good taste, but he's never seen this one. So I was just like, oh
yeah, he's gonna love it. It's so good. It's so good. I'm trying to see it again.
You should. They'll be here a month.
Yeah. So I'm leaving town
for a month.
Few days. No, not for a month. For a few days. But I gotta pick the perfect day that both my wife and I can go, and that's like
music nerds.
Yeah, that's always a struggle. I've seen it before, but she hasn't. So we're trying to.
She would love it. Oh,
yes.
She would love it. Bring
so
tissues.
What I want to do is get like matinee tickets. The reason why is my wife goes to bed at 8:30 every night.
Relatable.
So
relatable content.
If she is like tired or like, I need her to get the full. I need her to get the full experience. I get these tickets and she on one time during the show, I'm going to snap. Just snap.
She can't help it. She's sleepy.
Yeah, I hear you. I need everyone listening. If you have not seen The Lion King on Broadway, I don't care what city it comes to, whatever's close by. If you got to take a short flight to see it in another city, do it. It's worth it.
Please go.
There's a reason why people go and see it more than once.
Please go. Please go.
Please go.
See? Mm-hmm.
So that's fair. That's good. The Lion King soundtrack is awesome.
I mean, yes, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. I just have to finish catching up because it's like as soon as my kid goes to sleep, the last thing I want to start singing is "He lives in you, he lives in me."
That's fair. That is fair.
I just want to pour a glass of wine. What have you been listening to? I do have something.
Yes,
but I was gonna save this for the problematic section.
We'll do both.
We could dive in. The villainry that is happening with one. Keke keeps a bag.
And keep her name out your mouth, Palmer.
And Usher, I heard somebody's boyfriend was looking for me. Now, niggas.
We can get right into it. Let's go.
Lip balm.
I'm gonna be fair. I have not listened to the song yet.
It's cute.
It's on my list of things.
It's a cute song. You would like it. It's cute. The dance moves.
Keke awesome.
Keeps up. She keeps up with Usher, and Usher is like top tier male dancer. Yeah, top tier performer. Period.
Yes.
And she keeps up with him. I told y'all she was a star. And anything she tries, she's good at. Anything she tries, she's good at. So seeing her keep up with the choreography of Usher,
she's doing
absolutely. It's just it's the fucking petty for me.
I'm gonna let you know that when I saw the news break that they were, and I'm cheesing so hard right now because I live for this level.
Oh, you love this.
Petty. There's certain levels of petty that I don't want to get into. I've heard some awful things, but this level of petty right here.
Oh, I love it. What financial stability, Petty?
I love.
We're gonna make money off of talk about lemonade from lemons,
Yes,
Petty. Yes,
when I saw the news drop that Keke Palmer was going to be featured in Usher's new video called Boyfriend. The title of the song is
boyfriend.
Boyfriend. I said, you know what? Keke, if you're gonna kick a man while he's down, this is the way to do it.
Might as well do it while you're doing an Usher dance.
We've gone over time and time again everything that we feel that young man did wrong.
All of them. All of
Putting
the
house
things he did
business
wrong.
out on the street, hating on your own girl, letting your emotions get the best of you
Not
without
being the
think.
not being the best house father. Like, what are you doing? You could have been. And did you know
Uh-oh.
that she was paying him? He's on her payroll for her business.
You lose your job, your baby mama, in the same
Your
damn day from a
house,
tweet
all of,
because
for
of
a
your
tweet
thumbs.
because your feelings got hurt. Something that could have been a text message. You made a tweet. And now look at this. Look at the mess.
Somebody said to
Had to
me,
do was be cute, show up in your suit. Stedman, where are you?
Stedman.
Stedman, where are you? ASAP, even ASAP, where are
ASAP
you?
support his girl.
And it shuts the
Oh,
up about anything else. You hear
he
me?
said, I ain't trying to hear nothing y'all got to say. I'm going to keep getting this girl
I
pregnant.
will write this in this journal.
Right. We going to keep going to Nobu and we going to have ourselves a good time.
I'm gonna rub on this belly. We're gonna be all right. Play with my son that has like half my face. No, that child stole all of Rihanna's face.
All of it.
Her whole
All
face.
of it.
Mm-hmm.
One of my dear friends got on my case and said that I was a little unfair in my assessment of the Keke Palmer and what's her baby daddy's name?
Darius?
Darius Darnell, whatever. A baby daddy nanny is what I've been calling him. That
Oh
I was
no, you don't.
baby daddy nanny. I said that I was a little unfair because it's not unreasonable for a man to see their partner in that position and get upset.
Did we say that?
And yeah, we did. And
We said
then
that.
went as far to say is if it was the shoe was on the other foot, the vitriol would have been so much worse and everybody would have stood behind Keke Palmer. And I would like to circle back to the point of no one said
No one
that he
said.
wasn't allowed to be hurt,
Mm-mm.
upset, even a little insecure. Because listen, if Usher was in my girl's face, I would be like, I want Usher 2 feet further back. You too close. That don't you she can breathe
And
your air.
he's
I don't like
allowed.
it. He's
He's
and
allowed to
he's
feel that way.
right. But if my girl's having a good time, I also want my girl to have a good time. And that's
Mhm.
like another portion. But that's for a different day. It's it's not about his feelings. It's really not. What you don't get to do is be it felt vindictive. You went to the internet because we love her. You went to the internet because that was the way to amplify how you were feeling, and it was an attack. Because if you wanted her to know it, you would have went to her. Sharing it on the internet was mean-spirited and spiteful and ugly, and that's where the problem came in at.
That's where the problem. How many
That's
times did we say this could have been a text message? This
it.
could have been a phone call. This could have been, I'm gonna wait till you get back to your room because it's your birthday and I know you're having a good time, but I have big feelings and I want to
Big.
express them. This could have been a therapy session. This could have been, I'm gonna talk to my pastor. This could have been, I talked to my brother. This could have been a group chat thing with just your friends. This could have been a myriad of other things, but you chose the dumbest, most awful place to put this, and this was on the internet. This had no business being our business.
None.
This could have been in the tell-all book after y'all possibly maybe got married, and the tell-all book in 50 years where we're just like a scandalo, like
Gasp.
all of the things that this could have been. Now you're sleeping at your brother's house.
Oh God, not get the spare
Now
room
the
ready.
only thing that could have been, would have been, is you.
That's it. You just baby daddy nanny now.
Just be
Eh,
wise, like
I-
common sense.
It it's nasty, and it's funny. One of our listeners, shout out to Anthony again,
Anthony
said niggas is really out here hating on their own girl. And
own girl.
it's when you frame it like that.
Own girl.
Why pick
Who
the partner
pays your bills?
who listen.
Had your baby, pays your bills. Like all you have to do is show up in a cute outfit on the red or the pink or the purple carpet, whatever the color of the carpet is. Show up, look cute, look wealthy, look in love, have a good time, be on the yacht for the summer.
Easy.
That's
looks easy.
all you have to do. And love that woman and that child. That's it. If you're having like and not to turn this into another episode of us being like not problematic. We're gonna get back to being problems.
But the pettiness was top tier.
I want men to be okay seeking help for these types of things.
In healthy ways.
In healthy ways. It would have been perfectly fine if this was a conversation with Keke. Like, this made me feel this way. I feel really uncomfortable about this. But we talked about last week, that level of vulnerability takes bravery, takes guts. It's easier to throw your own personal vulnerability and turn that into someone else's problem. Oof. That's not her problem.
Oof.
Your vulnerability is not someone else's problem. That's yours. You own that. And so you have to deal with that, right? A loving partner will come alongside and say, hey, let's work on this. Let's fix this. Let's do this together. But that only comes with like a loving partnership. And like, that's between you, God, your therapist, your pastor, whomever. But that vulnerability that belongs to you, but we don't make it okay for men to be vulnerable.
No.
But we as a culture, not we as individuals, but we as a culture. And I'll be damned. I tell my husband all the time, I'm like, listen, if you're gonna be anybody in this house, you're just gonna be you. Right?
Please. That's what I brought you. That's why you're here. That's why we're here doing this.
You don't need to be nobody's pastor in this house. You don't need to be nobody's reverend in this house. You don't need to be nobody's whatever title you are out there. In this house, you are who you are. And you are safe here. And we will work through these things together. Now, fortunately,
y'all so healthy and gross.
I'm toxic. If you ever hear of a problem in our relationship, it's me. I'm the problem. I'm letting you know there's a reason why I'm on the problematic podcast. But he's fantastic. But I really wish he had felt more comfortable and more confident and dealt with this in a healthy way, because then that would have been a great example for other people instead of going completely toxic. You a mom is now it's a compliment that we give each other.
You a mom. She out here looking like a bad bitch, huh?
I said it 4 different times at the event I was just at, because these mothers, honey, stepping out, mothers, MUTHA.
You a mom.
Mothers. You a mom. Is a compliment now.
Look what you've done for the culture.
Look what you've done for the culture.
I would just like to take a moment, and I know we're jumping around here. I have to take a moment to say, for everyone who heard the news about the music video and the song with Usher and Keke, who said, why would she take the next step in keeping this going? I just want to point out, because this is my brand of petty and problematic. Bitch, she didn't start this. She didn't bring it to the internet. I'd have never known Keke and Usher were in the same room if not for Darnell, the baby daddy natty, making it public. 98% of us would have never seen the footage, would have never stopped scrolling, it would have never been on our radar. And my thing is, if you throw a grenade, you got to put up with the shrapnel. Like, if you want to act funny, I'm going to act hilarious. If you want to get active, I'm about to get busy. You can't start something and then try to dictate how far someone takes it. Bitch, you picked up the ball and you fumbled it. Where I go with it is you don't get to control now.
You don't. You don't.
And maybe I'm not mature, and
No. You are mature, because there's an ownership that comes with that, and we've already talked about the owning your own vulnerability, but there's also owning your own actions. He had all of the other options on the list.
The group chat would have been fire. Oh, they would have been killing
Oh,
Keke in the group
oh,
chat.
absolutely. And guess who would have never known about it? Us, because we had no
Us,
business knowing about
my
it.
black ass. Y'all could have dragged her from here to Kingdom Come, and it
We
would
would
have
have never
been none
known.
of our
She
business.
would have never known. For all we know, she would have never known. There would have been no way for her to find out unless someone in the group chat is a snitch, which
Right.
y'all are big problems, people who take
Oh,
stuff out of the group chat. But we will,
oh no, we need to talk about that.
separate
We're talking
issue.
about that. No, we're talking about that next. That's the next thing. No, we
Who
have
take
to
shit
talk
out?
about that.
Leave it in the damn group chat. Unless somebody's like, you know, someone's life is in peril. Leave that shit in the group chat, please. Thank you. Oh
Rules,
my God.
rules for the group chat. Let me
Rules
write
for
that down.
episode.
Rules for the group chat.
Rules for the group chat. Reasons why you stay in, reasons why you leave, reasons that are bullshit reasons for leaving.
Right.
I'm petty. I'm sorry.
No, you're not petty. I'm realizing, because for those who don't know, right after we record this episode, I step right into therapy. And it's always funny to me because I get to be my pettiest, most immature self here, and then I have to go and like try and grow up with my therapist.
And you're doing a
But
great job, friend.
thank you. But
The accountability.
I don't think I'm ever going to get past if you start something.
Don't
If
start
you
no shit. Won't
won't
be
be
no
no shit.
shit.
If you fuck around, guess what? You gonna find out.
Okay.
I just don't come. I have a saying. Please don't come bothering me. Because once I stand up, you're gonna be mad as hell.
Such a black woman thing to say.
Please don't come bothering me.
There was a there was a post about a black woman. I think it was Whoopi. Was it Whoopi? She said, "Don't be messing up my peace."
Right.
No, that wasn't Whoopi. That was another lady. It wasn't a celebrity. She said, "Don't be messing up my peace." And I'm like,
Baby.
black woman. That is a black woman thing to say. Don't be messing up my peace.
Once I take that deep breath, lean forward, and got to stand up out this seat.
That deep breath is the preamble.
Once I hit that heavy sigh and I gotta stand up, put my slides on.
Sigh. Yes.
You about to be mad. Don't start nothing. Now you gotta watch your girl in the video with the nigga that made you insecure in the first place.
Talk about, well, we have moved on. Did you see that? Apparently
no,
he released, I don't know if it was like a statement or something like that, but he apparently said, well, I've moved on from Keke. Like, no, Nick, people done moved on from you.
Okay, Danny. All right, that's fine.
That's sad.
Whatever narrative, whatever narrative his therapist is helping him work through, I support it because I know his chest has been kicked and caved in. I know he probably got 3 great regrets in his life, and that is number 1. I wish that he had never downloaded the Twitter Now X app.
I refuse to call it that.
I can't call it that. What do we call the tweets?
Twitter.
X's?
The website is twitter.com. It's Twitter.
But Elon Musk got too much damn money.
God,
come sponsor our show, Elon.
Absolutely the fuck not. Keep your apartheid money all the way over there, please. Thank you very much.
Can we we can't call it like restitution or no? All right, that's fine.
That raggedy he's like, he wants to be a supervillain so bad, but he's too dumb to do it.
He looks like a supervillain.
He's too stupid to do it. It's like he's problematic to like his own children. I believe one of his, don't quote me.
Okay.
I think I read this on the internet. One of his children could possibly be trans. And he's terrible to that child.
Oh my God.
So it's always going to be a middle finger to Elon regardless, because he tried to he destabilized a platform that a lot of people use for journalism, for news.
People make money off of Twitter. Like, I look at my celebrity friend Whitney's account and I see her doing numbers. No, I'm not good. Stop it. So what I love about our listeners now is that they are completely on board and they see it.
I don't like it.
Oh my God. I can't.
I'm getting bullied on my own podcast.
You're going to be.
I don't like it.
the Peabody winner. You are going to be the Pulitzer winner. And
Oh my
I'm going
God.
to be the one standing in the background pointing like, I told you,
And guess
I
what? I
always
still won't
do it.
believe it.
You still won't, but
I
that's
still
okay.
won't. You know that's not my
Me,
thing. I
me,
always say I'm not here to be famous. I'm here to be impactful.
You know how Jay-Z is always in the crowd cheering on Blue Ivy and Beyonce at all them shows in just like a regular hoodie next to Tina Knowles and her big ass grandson, Solange baby, big as fuck.
Holy Father, that is a man.
It's
I
a
said,
grown ass man.
that's a man. You
But
have a man that's a child, Solange?
that's gonna be me.
Wait,
Yeah.
is she my age or is she younger than me? Anyway, I heard she was blowing glass and I was really proud of her. I was like, I love your artsy ways. You're
She
just doing,
is such a bohemian
I
chic
love it.
woman.
I love it. I was like, you are free.
She seems so happy.
Just free, liberated, just living the way she wanna.
Do you see
Long
her?
hair, short hair, afro,
Just
whatever she wanna
gorgeous.
be.
Just gorgeous. I'm gonna say this. It has nothing to do with this show, but I used to, before Solange even gave us a seat at the table, I used to say that Solange was the type of girl that I wanted to date, but knew that I wasn't strong enough to date because, she's free and she's opinionated and she's wonderful, but she also looked like she give you a hard time. And I can't do say Solange don't look like she give niggas a hard time.
That elevator thing kind of solidified that for me. I said, she's a dangerous woman, but she's
Yeah,
my kind of dangerous. I
not
feel like I would
mine.
be a really good friend of Solange.
Yeah, but I
Like
couldn't
we would
date her.
talk and be like
Yeah.
free, like a little bit together. I'm free till like 8:30, Solange, and I got to go to bed.
Yeah, but you throwing hands in the elevator like past your
Mhm.
sister with your brother-in-law while your niece is just getting tall. I ain't
Getting
got
tall and looking like her. She is.
uh,
Someone said that Blue Ivy is so Solange coded, and I
she
said
is.
perfect way to describe it.
She
She
is.
looked like her
She
auntie.
does. She really does. I just love how Solange doesn't really give a fuck about what y'all
Who
think.
cares? She don't care. She don't give a
and,
goddamn. She gonna do whatever she want.
and
Y'all ranted and raved about that. What was the newest project or the latest project? Not the newest. What is it called? The one where she Oh my god! What? Oh god! Y'all yelling at me right now. I hear it.
yeah, I'm
What
sure.
is? I should be googling this.
You're
Anyway,
asking me, and I don't, I don't
her
know.
most recent project after a seat at the table. On my way home. When I get
Yes,
home.
that
When I get
sounds
home.
something about home. That
Yeah,
sounds right.
yeah, yeah,
Why
yeah.
can't we just Google?
And she said she had a lot to say at a seat at the table, but she said she had a lot to feel
When I get home?
when I get home. Yeah, she said I had a lot to feel on that album, and you can feel it. But like people were so upset. We were like, oh, she had, because the seat at the table is like
It was
they're
a
trying
Black Girl Manifesto. She
they try to
dropped
put
it
that
at
up there with Lauryn Hill's Miseducation.
no, because that's what it was.
Essentially,
That's what it was. No, it was. Let's talk about it.
observations,
Yes, like if our mom got the
misunderstanding, miseducation.
miseducation,
We
we
got a
definitely got we got a seat at the
You better
table.
tweet that.
Bitch, I will.
How
You
we gonna
tweet
put
it.
that on spill?
You the celebrity. You tweet it.
I am not.
Just tag me in the tweet,
I'm
girl.
getting
No,
a
we're
shirt
not
that
the
says I am not a celebrity. I
and everybody
promise
gonna
you.
be like, "Can I get your autograph?" I don't have your
Yes.
autograph. I need your
You
autograph.
don't need it.
I gotta get it ahead of
You
time.
have my phone number.
I want your autograph
You have
also.
my phone number. You've left your inhaler at my house. Like
No,
we are friends for real.
I gotta get it. So when I
The
tell
only thing
people,
we haven't done is travel together.
remember when Cardi B's niece was telling people in school that Cardi B was her aunt and they didn't believe her. So Cardi tweeted, she's like, now I gotta go pick my niece up from school because they don't believe that I'm her aunt. I don't want that to be me. And be like, no, Whitney know me in real life.
We
And they
have
be like, you
pictures
don't fuck
together.
we do, but people don't believe in stuff. So
We have a podcast
you
together.
gonna have to come to my job and meet my coworkers.
I'm not meeting those niggas. I'm just letting you know right now. I'm like, I'm not doing it because I'm not famous. This is ridiculous, y'all.
You are. You really are.
Not
The sooner you embrace it, the better.
allergies are kicking my ass over here. I'm sorry.
It's not just you. Who else we
Oh,
yelling at today?
oh,
Let's get
that
into
portion of
it.
the program.
We made it.
There is a young man on the internet named Oliver Speaks One.
Why does that sound
I'm not
familiar?
yelling at him. I'm
Okay.
not yelling at him. he is learning how to read.
Oh,
And he is chronicling that. I saw a stat that says the average American adult can't read beyond a sixth grade level.
it's true.
That's heartbreaking.
It is.
As a child, as a grandchild of a reading specialist, as a grandchild of educators, that's heartbreaking. I'm actively teaching my own daughter how to read right now.
Oh, wait. One of our friends, I'm sorry, I'm not to cut you off, but
No,
I
you're
don't
fine.
think you heard the compliment, and I should have told you off air. But one of our friends, a dear reverend, um, mentioned your daughter's extensive vocabulary the last time we all hung out together, and I was like, I know she's so smart, right? Kudos to you, because when I
You're so
have a
kind.
baby, I'm just dropping them off at your
Please
house.
don't do that.
I just
I mean,
wanted
we
you
would
to know
love,
that.
we love children,
I
but
know I'm going
don't.
to do it. Just be prepared. But please continue. I
I
had to give you
appreciate
your
that.
kudos. I forgot to
You're very
mention that to
kind.
you.
That is really, really kind. That was really, really kind of the Reverend at the time. I think I've turned pink like I did now. Um, because we're flying by the seat of our pants. We don't know what she's supposed to know. So we just teach her little bits.
You're
And
doing a great
you
job.
know, as she asks the questions, we try to answer them. Like, all right, if you're asking a question, you should be prepared for the answer. So
Right.
um yeah, she's got but she starts to ask a lot of questions too. Anyway, we'll talk about my parenting another time. But Oliver is learning how to read, and he's chronicling it online, and he's exploring the vulnerability of, why am I an adult and I don't know how to read?
Oh,
To all you assholes who are trying to humiliate, belittle, or berate this man who's being very vulnerable about a subject that we need to talk about, there is a special place in the pit of hell that you can crawl into,
the Nazi
because
section.
because y'all niggas don't know how to read.
I'm about to get into it, baby.
Y'all niggas don't know how to read. So why is it that y'all are okay making fun of someone who's being vulnerable about his experiences learning how to read? He is trying. So right now he's working through Charlotte's Web.
Beautiful.
And when I tell you, it was an immediate follow when I saw it. I said, "Oh, absolutely, absolutely, I'm following you because I want to support you in your journey. Like, you're doing something that, like, a lot of people don't even have the courage to do, or don't even have the thoughts to do." And the man, he's sobbing, and he's angry at
Oh,
himself, and he's angry at people, like the people who are in his life, and you can see him working through all of the mess in order to learn how to read. And so I don't know, anyone who has anything negative to say about this man who is chronicling his journey learning how to read, y'all can kick rocks.
right. Because a lot of y'all can't read. I've seen the statistics just for Philadelphia, and the statistic was pretty old now. This was a few years ago, but it almost knocked me out of my fucking chair because the statistic was nearly 50%
Jesus.
of adult Philadelphians are functionally illiterate,
Jesus.
meaning maybe they can sight read words, maybe they can read a children's book, but if you put an application in front of them, they can't
Jesus.
comprehend what's in front of it. If you ask them
Jesus.
to summarize a paragraph that they just read, you realize the reading comprehension isn't there. Now, I say this to everybody who's listening. If those numbers are 50%, that's 1 out of every 2 people.
Mm-hmm. And
It's
y'all,
probably somebody you've dated. Is all I'm
mm-hmm.
saying.
Somebody you
Or
dated,
or
somebody you
it's either
married.
listen, it's either you or the person you dated. Now, which one is it?
Which one is
So
it? Somebody you're sitting next to at
e-
work.
exactly. And
Mm-hmm.
the problem with illiteracy in America is so pervasive, and people think, oh, because I can tweet. Oh, because I can
And then
text.
they do tweet, and then they want to argue with.
Yes, they do. They want to argue with
That
you.
is a personal problem of mine. Like, illiteracy is a massive problem, and
It
we
is.
as a country need to deal with the fact that a lot of us can't read. I mean, it points to other problems. You know,
So many other problems.
that points to a lot of other problems, and, like, No Child Left Behind actually left every child behind.
All the kids left behind.
Thank I praise God for the educators that I had in my life, because I don't know how I would have turned out. I mean,
I couldn't have operated under the No Child Left Behind system.
absolutely not.
Nah, I don't think it would have
Absolutely not.
worked for me.
Plus, I always liked books.
Always.
I was always very bookish.
And
Reading.
surrounded by them and loved them.
Yes. As
Book
many copies as I
challenges.
can. Oh, listen, a book it was my jam. You hear me?
It was not only my jam. This is like a good thing and a bad thing, and I should probably have a conversation with my mom about it. I gobbled. My mom was an avid reader, still is, but I gobbled up so many books as a child that I ran out of children's books. And by the time I was in fourth grade, I had ran out of preteen books. So by the time I was in sixth grade, I'm reading what's on my mother's bookshelf.
Oh, like Terry McMillan.
So I read A Day Late and a Dollar Short in the eighth grade. It was the first book that made me cry. Swear to God. I swear it was the first book. When the mama died of the asthma attack, I wept on my living room couch. I probably should not have been reading that material, but when you read all the Goosebumps books in third and fourth grade,
Goosebumps, and then you went through Fear Street.
yes, I literally at one point ran out of my own reading material.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what you're telling me is I need to slow down with M's.
No,
Yeah.
because now there's the internet and there's a wider range of
There are a
what you
lot more
have
books.
access to. You know, we had local bookstores. This was before Amazon, so you
And
couldn't order
libraries,
things. So you had to go with what was available to you.
Now everything is available.
Now, exactly. Now everything is available to you.
Great point.
I would say don't slow down, but that was my reality. And I know, like, I grew up with a lot of other avid readers, and like we would take our parents' books and like have quiet discussions about things we probably shouldn't have had quiet discussions.
Y'all
we were reading. We were. Yeah. Yes.
You've always been an old lady, is what you're telling me.
I really have.
Hanging out with your grandma, talking about what she
yes. Because why was I reading A Day Late and a Dollar Short as a child? Why? You're laughing, but you know what? We're on to the next thing. On to the next thing. Yeah, that was my reality. But that's not everybody's truth. There are some people who grow up, and I read a statistic years ago that there are a scary number of homes that don't have more than 3 books. One of them is always a religious book, like a Bible or something, and then it's like a cookbook and then something else, like an old textbook or something like that.
You're wondering how that even got there.
I cannot imagine, but this is like a really scary thing. Mm-hmm. My friends used to clown me because on my first dates, I would ask whoever I was on a date with, oh, like, what are you ordering? And then I would specifically ask them what was in it, so they would have to read the ingredients that are on the menu. No, no, don't do that, because my friends have shamed me enough. But I learned a lot in those moments.
I did not know this about you.
I learned a lot in those moments. As soon as you start reading with your finger under the word, I'm like,
some people can't see, Rita.
At 22,
I date a person who can't see, Rita.
Yeah, but you know, we're approaching the age where that macular degeneration starts happening. Everybody needs reading glasses. Our eyes were fine in our 20s.
Yeah, I can read in the dark.
Okay, is all I'm saying.
You shouldn't, but I could read in the dark.
You know, it's a scary thing. And my friends would give me such a hard time about that and laugh. And I'd be like, no, y'all are going to see. And they started to see. It's like, and I'm not making light of literacy, because it is heartbreaking. And, you know, kudos to this young man for taking on this endeavor, because you can see how ignorant people are about it. But I wish that more people were honest, because it leads to a lifetime of shame. And embarrassment and avoidance. And it impacts everything from health outcomes to financial outcomes and your socioeconomic status. And it's very limiting. So I hope that he inspires others to take on this same journey, because it's so admirable.
Yeah, I was really, really, really proud of him for that. You got time for one more?
I do.
All right, we'll just do one more, because there was a few people I wanted to yell at. First, the person I wanted to yell at was the white girl with the braids that was antagonizing the entire Black community. And then we come to find out it was a marketing ploy. And then she started threatening random Black women to come and fight her. And we're like, all right, you know what? We're just going to block you. And
right.
Let you and the racists and the random niggas who like white coochie, let y'all over there. Y'all enjoy that. There's nothing wrong with white coochie. I'm just saying, like, you don't have to disrespect Black women if you like white coochie. The same way I don't have to disrespect pineapple pizza because I like pepperoni. I like pepperoni. I can tell you all the good things about pepperoni. I don't have to say because pineapple yada 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 yada. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that because I enjoy my pepperoni. I'm just saying, if you like white coochie, enjoy white coochie. I'm just saying, I don't have anything to do with that. As a brown coochie owner, I don't have anything to do with that. So that was a quick one.
There are tears in my eyes.
I'm sorry.
Oh God, you just turned it into a dietary preference. And
I'm just saying, whatever you enjoy, whatever. I'm not here to yuck anyone else's yum. That's my problem. Y'all keep yucking the yum of other folk. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. But don't disrespect your people because you like pineapple pizza. That's your business. Finally, to the Tuies.
Oh boy.
To the Tuies. God. Who have if I'm going to keep saying allegedly because we don't know. This is a lawsuit. They let these things play out in court. If what Michael Oher said is true, you folks are some of the worst people to ever grace this planet. For anyone who's unfamiliar, Michael Oher, it was a story of The Blind Side, but I never liked that film because A, they made him look like an idiot.
Yeah.
They made him look stupid. B, they acted like the Tuies introduced Michael to sports when Michael was playing 3 different sports by the time he met the Tuies, and was well on his way to get there. Thirdly, the conservatorship, legal experts are saying that there was no reason for that to even be in place.
None. Zero. No justification.
Period. Like, it shouldn't have been in place. Period. But also, why is it in place when he's 37 years old
and not in the NFL anymore?
What are y'all doing? So like, y'all making y'all merch, y'all doing y'all foundation and shit, and she's out speaking, and the dad went on and talked to why are you talking to the press with no lawyer? First of all, what the hell? Basically, he confirmed everything Michael said.
Yeah,
he confirmed everything Michael said. He didn't realize he was confirming everything that Michael said.
Oh, so this is true. Yes.
Yeah, we're sitting there just like, oh, okay. So he didn't lie.
Y'all did that shit. Y'all did that.
So if that is true, we're gonna let this play out in court. So I'm going to keep saying allegedly. If that is true, I hope he takes y'all for everything you have, you and your raggedy children.
Yeah, when he's done, I hope he has to take the dog.
All of it,
and leave Sandra Bullock alone. That lady just lost her man.
Tim McGraw. Okay.
Yeah, please keep him out of it. Alone. Sandra is over there grieving the loss of her partner and got to deal with this bullshit. Leave Sandra Bullock alone.
See, this goes back to the literacy. If y'all would just read, y'all would know that Sandra Bullock had nothing to do with this. All she did was act. That's it.
She went to work.
That's it.
And came home. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Gave us a great performance as well. Leave people alone. We're gonna come back on a lighter note in just a minute. We're gonna go pay some bills, quote unquote, beg y'all for some letters. We'll be right back in a second. You know, we always love to hear from you at the Problematic Podcast. So if you have a problematic question or story, feel free to email us at theproblematicpod@gmail.com, or now you can text us at 267-225-4648. Again, that's 267-225-4648. Standard messaging rates apply. We love to hear from you. Now let's get into today's problematic letters.
I forgot to yell at y'all niggas who keep trying to go to damn Hawaii. They just had the They just had the worst wildfires in history in Maui.
Yes.
Like this week. And the very next day, I won't even say niggas, but a bunch of folks, because it wasn't niggas. It was not niggas, because say what you want about black people, but we're not colonial like that.
Yeah, if the locals say don't come over here, we're going to be like, okay, why? I'm not coming, but I want to know why.
We weren't coming anyway, but even if we were thinking about it, what y'all need? We on the grill. What y'all want?
Right.
What you want? Because listen, black people will come help people out in a heartbeat. Like, that's just our communal nature. But the locals literally said that they've been asking for years, for like 4 years, stop coming to Hawaii because it's taking up all the resources, and the locals, the residents, the natives, the indigenous folks, they have had to ration their water. Ration their in the United States. We are asking people to ration their water so that tourists,
the hotel industries, the tourist industries can accommodate vacationers
who aren't going to be spending, because this is another point. They're like, oh, we're helping the local economy. No, the fuck you're not. You're going to Gucci, you're going to Prada, you're going to spend money, you're going to go
and
eat
driving
at
up
the
their
factory.
cost of living.
That part. So I am very angry because already I'm hearing that in Lahaina, people are taking boat trips to go buy plots of land.
Yep. I saw that.
They haven't collected all the bodies yet. All the fucking bodies yet. First of all, they wouldn't have had the wildfire if y'all raggedy folks hadn't come over there and brought your native grasses from your homelands that are more prone to fire, that choke out the local species, and that have essentially been wrecking the ecology of the place that y'all love to, it's not enough for it to be paradise. You have to make paradise look like where you just came from. Then go back to where you just came from.
Go to fuck back. Oh, you are preaching today.
It bothers me, this colonial mindset of I have to go because the tourism, I'm contributing. No, you're not. You're contributing to the problem. And
they have
accept that.
They have literally, and this is beautiful. I mean, when you say God's country, it's literally grew out of the ocean. Mm-hmm. It looks like one of the most beautiful places on the earth, and Hawaii is one of those places I have not been yet, and I love to travel.
I would love to go, but they told us not to go.
That's it. That's all.
They told us not to go.
That's all.
Why am I going if the people there? What is it about me that where I think I could tell the locals better than
it? I feel like as a Black person hearing that from brown people, it just feels wrong and nasty. I'm not coming unless y'all say
going.
We would love to have you guys here, boost our economy, bring back Maui.
If they invited me, absolutely, I'm coming. They told us not to go. They've been telling us not to go for a full presidential cycle. They've been telling us not to go, and y'all keep. But I'm my vacation. Fuck your vacation. Go to Florida,
please.
With the way your ass is acting, your people are over there. Go ahead, feed the crocodiles. Go somewhere else. Why? Like,
it's frustrating, and to see what pissed me off. I was watching the news with my family, of course, and they were interviewing people at the airport who were leaving Maui. That. And not a nary one of the people that they interviewed looked like they were native, indigenous, born there, belong there. All transplants, all, and I'm not trying to make this about race, but we all know that the natives of the Hawaiian Islands are not white people.
They're not white people.
They're not.
They're Hawaiian.
Norway. These people that you were interviewing, yes, they may live there. But why aren't you tapping into the culture and the fabric of the people who exist there, who created the culture? Why are you interviewing ABC News, everybody but the people who are Hawaiian?
You know why.
Yeah.
You know why. It's the same reason.
It pissed me off.
The New York Times did a lovely profile of some transplants where a girl was so brokenhearted because she couldn't find her Rolex in the debris, but then she found it with her clean nails and her clean white sneakers. And then another lady came back to gather the few things that was left from her home, and she found her diamond earrings and she cried. And I'm like, people had to run into the ocean with their toddlers. Have you seen this video?
I have.
People had
to avoid being burned alive.
I have a 2-year-old. I cannot imagine running into the ocean, covering her face with a wet a t-shirt in order for her to just be able to not feel the heat, to run and to see nothing but black smoke above me, having no choice but to run. That's how fast the fire was going, with nothing but my baby into the ocean, and y'all are coming to try to buy these plots of
Land.
land where we haven't even cleared the bodies yet. People being identified by their DNA because there's nothing left of them, that they're going to pick up these bodies and they're disintegrating in their hands. What is wrong with that colonizer shit? That shit is strong in y'all. That is deep in the DNA.
Because people are literally dying, and you see a real estate opportunity.
Not to mention that we're not supposed to be in Hawaii anyway.
We're not even gonna get there. How is Hawaii a state?
Hawaii should be a state. It was a kingdom. It was a kingdom that they took.
And they were over there minding their business.
Like everywhere
not asking
else.
us for anything.
Like Puerto Rico, like Guam, like don't get me started, okay? Because Alaska, always, why are we there? We got the lower 48, and that's a lot of problems there. Because we're not supposed to be here either.
We can't get our shit together in the contiguous states.
And we're not supposed to be here either. There's native peoples telling us, look what y'all fucked up. And I said, hey,
touching shit.
We ain't fucking up nothing. I was an import.
Baby, I came here as cargo. I just wanted y'all to know that.
Okay. Auction block. Okay.
Yeah. They dragged me here. I didn't even know what. Yeah. Just wanted you to know that.
Girl was rolling her eyes at the airport because now I have to cancel my vacation to Maui.
Girl, get hit by a bus.
Go on a cruise. Please. Go on a cruise. They're lovely. They're
get
lovely.
Your ass back on the boat and lead them people over there alone too.
Matter of fact, you could pack up and go back on the boat and go back to your rocky, rainy, cold ass islands. Sorry, I'm so rude. I'm so rude. The British are never gonna like me.
Ever. But to be fair, I don't think they like themselves. So
they're going through a lot of different things right now. It's a lot of changes.
They are. Because they're
the
like
Caribbean.
They're
the Caribbean keeps telling them like
they're calling us racist. And everybody else is like,
yeah.
Hi,
Did you not read?
Yeah, history? It's like this is a spade. We call it a spade.
So y'all all do this. So like in the United States, we're changing history because we want to like protect white kids' feelings.
Yes.
So y'all are doing this too. Like y'all don't realize that all your wealth, like all them jewels on them crowns,
stolen.
They ain't come from your rocky ass, rainy ass islands.
Diamonds don't form where you come from.
And King Leopold, it's fuck you always.
For the rest of eternity.
Always.
We've gotten on our no, it's fine. We've gotten on our soapbox.
We got a historical rant.
We didn't even get an opportunity to talk about Orange Glow getting another indictment. Bando boy Trump.
Listen, the Ricos just
keep on.
Does he have multiple Ricos?
Yeah, shit. I don't know. I can't keep up. The count was 12 yesterday. It might be 19 today.
Where's the board? Someone has a board right now, a dry erase board with the marker. Somebody got it. Where's the board? Someone tell me because I need to see it. I'm confused.
In court from here to Kingdom Come.
So are all the judges going to get in there like a group chat and be like,
they have to and schedule it out? Like they're literally struggling to schedule the and wait.
There's so much criming.
Here's the better part. He wants them to schedule it around the election. Baby, your priorities are all fucked up.
You're going to die in jail. Do you realize that you're going to die in prison? You're more concerned about an election that you may not even be able to participate in. Because I believe that there's one of these charges would invalidate him from running.
Yes.
There's a million charges.
There are so many charges. Bando boy Trump. He's just criming all over the place.
This is embarrassing.
It is really embarrassing. And I play politics. I'm not even going to sit here and lie and say that I don't play politics.
Politics.
I do. I love politics. But I don't care who you are, what you do. Like, y'all know I've had a crush on Kamala Harris since 2010, back when she was just a DA, okay? Before she became vice president. This lady has been on my woman crush Wednesday, like back in 2012. Like, no joke. I can pull the receipts. If Kamala Harris was facing 30 charges right now, I'd be like, you know what? I need to take 2 steps back.
I was going to say 5 charges. You would have been like, that's enough. That's enough.
People
That's
are
enough.
like, we love him. We love him. He speaks the truth. He's
He doesn't speak the
going
truth. He speaks your ignorance. Like,
to
can we
hell,
be,
people.
we need to be transparent about that. And in truth, there needs to be a reckoning because this is the most dangerous cult I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. It's fucking up everything.
This is
They're everywhere.
dangerous. They could get together and fuck shit up, and I'm not for it. I'm not for it at all. So
I'm not here. I'm not here for it either. But I do think it's funny that it's like you've got all of these people, and they all want to support him, and this man isn't even doing anything to support himself. Like not criming. Stop criming, sir. Sit down. Like all
continuous
we
criming.
on January 6th, all we needed you to do is say, "Hey guys, knock that off." That's it. You could have literally avoided half of this shit if you were just like, "Hey, could y'all stop? This is not cool." Couldn't even do that. Then you got mad at Mike Pence, and Mike Pence is like, "I'm not getting involved with this shit."
He
I
wasn't in the criming.
he wasn't
He's
nothing to cry.
he didn't do any of the criming.
He said,
And you know
"My
what?
hair is too crisp and too sexy to be in prison with your
That
weirdo."
fly is sitting right there.
That
That
shit
fly,
was,
remember that fly?
yes, in his hair. Like, oh my God, these are nice ticks. Is this loose? Oh my God.
The fly was looking at Kamala Harris like this
Uh,
this debate right here is too much for me. Let me
right.
just go over here to the dead thing.
Child, it a mess. Yeah, more to come on the Trump thing. We're going to get into this problematic letter because there's no start or end to how
We
many
could
years in jail he thinks in
It could be
this
a whole
week.
podcast unto itself.
Onto itself, just
Unto
breaking down
itself.
the indictments.
Mhm.
All right, this one's pretty simple. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
It's short and sweet. Give me the name of a 27-year-old woman.
Doreen.
Doreen wrote, "What advice would you give a 27-year-old woman looking to move into her first apartment with her partner?"
How long they've been together?
No details. You know they don't give us details.
God damn it.
And I need to really turn on my alerts because to be fair, so this all goes to like a Google Voice inbox. But I have the notifications turned off. So I think if they came in, if I was able to respond as they came in,
Mhm.
I could be like, more details, please. But yeah, no, I don't do that. But
Like, are y'all getting ready to get married?
I, people
Or
still
like have some
people
type of
still get
life
married.
committal thing?
People
Yeah,
still
you
get
got
married.
married last
Yeah, I'm
year.
old
You.
though. I'm old. I'm not 27. The
Stop it.
last thing I wanted to be was married
Oh
at
yeah, no, don't get
27.
married in your 20s.
Yeah, don't. I would
Highly,
not recommend.
highly discourage that.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
no. It's
Get
a
them.
bad idea. You've got
30
plenty
is
of
great.
time.
30 is
Yeah.
when you like don't give a fuck, but like light. It's like don't give a fuck light. Because then you hit 40 and it's don't give a fuck like authentic.
Total. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. And you sort of know yourself. And then like, yeah, 30 is the opportune time. Um, she said, what advice would you give? I said,
I
don't.
got a list. You said don't.
Don't. Don't do it. Don't. Not at 27. Well,
The
the
way
way
the economy
bills
is, though,
this
people
economy
cannot
in this
live by
economy.
themselves.
I know. Go ahead, girl. Let me hear yours.
So,
Because I still say don't.
first thing I would say is break down the bills before you move in. Decide who's paying what, when they're going to pay it.
Tambourine shake.
Yeah,
Tambourine
break
shake.
down. And also, it seems childish. Like, when you're in college, they encourage you to like work out a chores list. Nothing can ruin a relationship faster than workload share resentment. So if it's finances, if it's chores, if it's who's going to do the grocery shopping, talk about the minutia now before you
Talk
get into it,
about it.
because it's going to come off as anger and resentment, even if you love each other, even if this is the apple of your eye.
This could be it.
Anytime you bring up something that bothers you or annoys you that you haven't previously talked about, it has the
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to go real left real
Mm-hmm.
fast. So,
Quick.
real quick. So, it's best to discuss it ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
Also, and I have caught some flack for this one, credit checks, swap credit reports. Now, you may be saying, why would I do that? If we're moving in, we're fine. Your partner or your roommate, it don't even have to be your partner. Your roommate's credit worthiness has the
Mm-hmm.
potential to impact your credit worthiness. And what
Mm-hmm.
I mean by that is if you make a certain amount, but you got a certain amount of bills and they're
Mm-hmm.
late all the time, that's a great way to find out ahead of time. You don't want to be dealing with late notices,
Mm-mm.
the threat of things being cut off. You go to turn on the Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi is not there. You work from home. There are a lot of things that you can learn, and it's not as a judgment piece,
Mm-mm.
but it allows you to have the conversation and make adjustments on the front end. So maybe your partner gives you the money on the front end and you pay the bills out of your account because that works best for you. Maybe you make a little more or they make a little more and you decide what bills go on whose name. Maybe your partner can't get
Mm-hmm.
something in their name and then you weren't expecting to have to do that and now you kind of have to do that. Have those conversations on the front end before you sign the lease.
Immediately. Mm-hmm.
Immediately.
Talk it all out. Talk about
Please.
what the average day is going to look like. Break it all down.
Please.
All that is
From
fantastic
everything to
advice.
pets. I mean, if it sounds like a dumb
Everything, all the
conversation,
pets. Mm-hmm.
have it. Because I think most roommate situations and most living situations go sour, not necessarily because of money, but because your values are different and then it starts to annoy you. Some people are cool with going to bed with dishes in the sink. I did not grow up like that. That shit is not okay.
Mm-mm.
That could be something that could cause a fight or an argument. So,
It
like Whitney
will.
said, if you could avoid it, avoid it. But if you can't avoid it and you got to live with your partner, talk about everything on the front
Front.
and if you can get a two
Front.
bedroom place, get a 2 bedroom place. Now
Trust me.
that may seem crazy
No,
and expensive. You will
do it.
thank me later, Doreen. Name this girl Doreen.
Doreen.
Jesus, why are you like this?
I like old names.
I, I why? There's got
I
to be a
don't
story
know. It's
behind it.
like nostalgia. It's like instant nostalgia. Just like the way if somebody talks about old books, I get the old book smell in my nose.
Oh, I love the old book
Oh
smell.
my God.
Oh,
They don't make
it's
paper
like
like that
they
anymore.
don't. That's why I like walking into libraries because libraries smell
It's
distinctly
like
different from
instant.
bookstores.
Very
It's very different.
observation.
It's a very different scent.
Hmm.
Bookstores smell new and hipster like, and
Yeah.
bookstores smell
Might
like
smell like coffee too.
yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
that too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's all the advice I have for you. If there's a conversation you can think of, decide on the volume that you guys are going to keep the TV.
Hmm.
Living with someone means finding stupid shit to argue about. That's it. And I mean, even in
Is
healthy,
stupid.
happy relationships, that doesn't mean you're not healthy. Doesn't mean you're not happy. It doesn't mean you don't love the person, but you are going to argue about
Everything.
how you fold the dish rag after you clean the
Oh
kitchen.
God. Where you put the toothpaste? Just get your own toothpaste. That's listen.
It
How you put
seems
the toilet
stupid.
paper roll on the
On the
thing.
roll. Yeah,
Yeah.
it to
Yeah.
have the conversations and
Yeah.
and know each other. I would say if you
Hmm.
haven't known each other a year, don't move in together. Start
Absolutely not.
there. I
No.
don't care how dire the financial straits are. Give
Mm-mm.
yourself a year. People, it's like we always say, people can hide who they are for about a year, but then the realness kind of
Mhm.
falls flat out, and then it's like, ugh, yikes, I hate this person. Yeah, have those conversations beforehand.
Mm-mm.
That's the
I'm
best
not.
advice I got.
I'm still at don't, but okay. Don't do it. Enjoy your peace.
Please
Protect it.
do.
You
I
can walk around booty naked and nobody will bother you.
I
All the
live
food in the fridge is yours.
all of it. I lived on my own for 12 years. 12 years. 2 of those years I had a roommate, but 12 years it was delightful. Oh my God. It
Mm-hmm.
the greatest experience of my life. Highly
Hmm.
recommend it if you can do it. If you can't, that's fine. We're not shaming
Oh, we're
anybody
not here
here
to shame anybody. We're just
at
saying if you're
all.
able to, live
If you're
alone.
able to, make it happen. But if
Mm-hmm.
not, talk.
Mm-hmm.
Please. an arm wrestle. It might sound stupid, but you gotta assert your dominance. Like, if I could beat you in arm wrestling, you gotta wash the you gotta wash the dishes tonight, or I'm gonna put you in a headlock.
I mean, we have a rule in our house: whoever cooks doesn't clean.
That's the rule in our house, but you'd be
Mm-hmm.
surprised. Some people grew up in the wilderness and did not have that rule.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Whoever cooks does not clean. If you made it, unless like the person's sick or something like that. So
That's
like
different.
if you made dinner, you are
You
not the
don't.
one who cleans the dishes. And
Yeah.
thank God for a dishwasher.
Talk about these things because it matters. Yeah.
Yeah, he's Southern, so he was like, dishwasher. What are you talking about? We just use the sink. And I said, sir,
These 10 phalanges here are my dishwasher right here. It's kind of comforting a little bit. I like hand washing dishes. It's
you
not that
you
bad.
you like washing dishes. I don't think I have a chore like that I enjoy to do.
I like mopping too. I'm weird. It's
I, I
relaxing.
I used to love mopping in my old apartment because those floors, those wooden
Wood floors.
floors.
Oh, they shine. It's like they thank you after you clean them. I love that.
I'm sorry, I just got really
Oh,
distracted. It is for a funny reason. My daughter is out on the balcony, and how I can tell
uh-oh.
is that bubbles are floating by my
I can't.
window.
Just floating by your window.
I said, "Oh,
Just out here living her best life. I love that for her.
yeah, just alerting me of her presence unintentionally."
I hope that everybody has a great and fantastic week. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be right here again next Monday,
Problems,
being
causing problems.
problematic AF. See you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.